け翼
Hello and welcome to Ike Tsubasa! I'm Wise and here comes our bench bank rising into action. Mitsuru Sano, Kazuki Sorimachi and Takeshi Kishida. Ike! Mitsuru Sano, Flaming Acrobatic Midfielder, is a skill-type forward attacking midfielder playmaker who is surprisingly a reliable passer that can cover up your midfield when needed. Sano has 5 hidden abilities: Rain Paddle Resistance, Skill Block Cancellation, Recover, Special Skill Force Up, and Dribble Range Enhance. Dribble Range Enhance is quite useful for breaking the offside trap if Sano is matched up with a defending player holding the line. Special Skill Force Up 5% to the Japanese player's low flying shot may have a huge influence, as Japanese players, specifically Tsubasa 2.0, Nuksaki, Nita, and Tachibana Kyodai will benefit from. I would personally just add Mitsuru Sano just for that 5%. It is very, very worth it. For his skill set, Sano is a third character that is equipped with the extreme awakening of Japanese players for skill type, making it possible to build a 51% skill type Japanese team. For his passive, the low ball synergizes extremely well with his special skill force up hidden ability. It's guaranteed low ball that comes with a 5% boost in the force for low flying shots. Also, his S Acrobatic Pass is surprisingly one of the best passing skills available, capped at 455. Look at that benchman rising into action. Now for his stats, Sano's offensive stats look pretty amazing, with his dribble at 7.2k and pass at 8k, strengthened with his desirable speed and high technique at 6.6k and 7.1k respectively. Now his passing parameters is ranked 3rd at 11.6k above Dreamfest Chester before passive, and his dribble is competent enough at 10.5k. Now sadly, his S mouse dribble is not that great, so we recommend removing it and putting Acrobatic Dribble instead of it, also adding Acrobatic Intercept and a Acrobatic Tackle. Now for his limit break, we recommend a 25 dribble, pass, speed, and technique. This build is leaning toward pushing Sano's playmaking abilities to its full limit, suitable for those that do not have access to any of Sano's defensive skills. For his second limit break, we recommend a 25 dribble speed, 17 pass, 17 intercept, and 16 technique. This build diversifies the points into the pass, intercept, and technique, producing an acceptable intercept option for Sano, suitable for those that have access to S Acrobatic skill. Final thoughts: Mitsuru Sano, Flaming Acrobatic Midfielder, is designed to function as a playmaker in either positions. His core duty is to create opportunities, supplying low balls for other players that will benefit from the low flying shot bonus he provides. He also is beneficial for those trying to achieve a 51% skill type Japanese team skill. However, Sano is rather ineffective. Looking at his defensive aspect, he is not proficient in applying pressure nor winning the ball due to his shortfall in defensive stats. Furthermore, he is required to compete for a spot with the core skill type Japanese players such as Tsubasa, Misaki, Aoi, Sawada, and etc. Kazuki Sorimachi, Burning Spirit all-round forward, is a toughness type super sub forward who has surprisingly high shooting stats despite having low momentum shots. As his role states, he is a super sub and will always be a super sub. I'm sorry there, Sorimachi-san, that's the truth. Sorimachi has 4 hidden abilities: Snow Cover Resistance, Skill Block Cancellation, Stat Handicap Resistance, and combination with Nita. Wait, what? Nita? Why? Anyway, the 100% debuff reduction is pretty useful. Do note that this reduction is only applicable on Sorimachi himself only. Now, the skill block constellation is becoming increasingly valuable in the current meta, as the pool of defensive players with skill block is actually growing pretty fast. combination with his bench body Nita is kind of inconvenient if you intend to teach him S Toho Trinity, which will require you to play 3 forwards, making it less versatile for formation selection. So sad for Sorimachi. Now for his skill set, Sorimachi is the 4th player that comes in with a toughness Japanese super solidarity. This unlocks the possibility to play Dreamfest Ken or other versions of Nita. Unfortunately, all of the default skills that he is provided with are considered low momentum. His super sub passive is surprisingly fitting for his role, as Sorimachi will only be playing as a substitute. Now, Sorimachi's stats look adequate, with his shot at 7.6k and the rest ranging between 5 to 6k. However, with Super Sub Passive and Nita combination, Sorimachi's parameters become comparable with recent released Dreamfest characters, with his shot just shy of 13k, a whopping 4.5k volley, and the rest of his offensive aspects ranging around 10k. Now for his skill build, consider giving him an A fainting dribble from the greedy striker, as we feel that S fainting dribble is not worth your black balls. An A strong tackle from the SR Toho's shadow leader to complete this build, and only consider giving him the S Toho Trinity from the shadow ace if you are playing Hyuga and Sawara in your team, replacing the S fainting dribble. Now for his limit break, we recommend a 25 shot, 25 power, 25 speed, 22 pass, and 3 technique. This build is focused on shot mobility and passing, ignoring the dribble, as his S fainting dribble is rather low in momentum, recommending for those that intend to transfer the S Toho Trinity. The second limit break is 25 shot, dribble, speed, and power. This is a run and gun build focused on dribble, shoot, and mobility, providing some bonuses to tackle at the same time, suitable for those that do not intend to utilize his passes. Final thoughts: Kazuki Sorimachi, Burning Spirit all-round forward, is truly a jack of all trades and master of none. Despite his impressive post, passive, and hidden ability parameters, he is designed to become a benchwarmer due to his low momentum skills. Nevertheless, Sorimachi is still useful for those trying to complete Japanese toughness type Super Solidarity. He also opens up the possibility of playing other versions of Nita, Misugi, and Wakashimazu. Takeshi Kishida, Hot-Blooded Shark, is an agility defender whose role is a ball winner, an interesting defender who excels when put in the most dire of situations. Kishida comes in with a shot killer stat 100% for both high and low flying shots, which makes him extremely valuable in some situations. The minus 10% debuff against toughness type players in matchup is quite substantial, as there are many great toughness type attackers in the current meta. Watch out, Tsubasa, watch out. Kishida, along with the 97 Tsubasa and Ichizaki, complete the recipe for cooking up a 51% agility Japanese type. Auto intercept enhanced with a 70% chance to activate is always desirable, as Kishida comes in with an S determined interception capped at 440, considered a mid-tier interception skill. However, his S-Shack tackle is only capped at 4 or 5 momentum, and it is one of the lowest momentum tackles you could find in the game. Now for his stats, Kishida's defensive stats are certainly impressive, with his tackle at 7.1k and intercept at 8.2k. His block is at 6.5k, which will not matter much as he got no access to any decent blocking skills. Now, Kishida morphed into the ultimate flying shot killer, with his intercept parameters nearly touching 23k, supported by a 440s intercept skill, totaling up to almost 101k force momentum, and that is quite impressive, Kishida-san. Now, Kishida has only a few type of cards available, so we recommend giving him a Shark 8 tackle and a C precise pass. For his limit break, we can only recommend one, which is a 25 tackle, intercept, speed, and technique. This build is aimed to maximize his tackle, intercept, and mobility. This is the only build Kishida needs at the moment, as he has limited support, restricting Kishida's limit break heavily. Not having a decent blocking skill is the only setback, preventing us from giving him any stat in the limit break in the blocking field. Final thoughts: Takeshi Kishida, hot-blooded shark, is lurking inside the penalty box, waiting to sink his jaws on players that thrive on flying shots. He is crucial for those that are running an agility-type Japanese team, and also a bane to matchups with toughness-type players applying a 10% stat debuff. His major hindrance is the lack of skill support, resulting in the inability to be adaptable to different situations, making it easy to play around him. These benchmen are extremely situational, they aren't bad, and they are quite the puzzle fitters for those who do not have a decent place on forward, AM, or defenders. Thank you guys for listening and enjoying another episode of Tsubasa! Wise Dream Team, over and out.